We're going to learn about all the parts of a story. What are we going to learn about? All the
parts of a story.
Everyone look at me and say, who cares? Why do I need to know that?
Who cares? Why do I need to know that?
My friend back there already told us, because if I know all the parts of the story, I can be a better reader and a better writer. I can be a better reader and a better
writer.
So we're going to learn all the parts of the story so we can be a better reader and
writer.
Excellent. Now, we're going to, up on the board here, I'm going to be writing some information as we say all the parts of a story. Okay? So, put your hands together. And we're going to do just what you were doing at the beginning. Everyone, pretend like you're opening up a storybook and say this. Say, every story.
Every story.
Point inside of it and go, has a setting and a character. Has a
setting and a character.
All right, so I'm going to write setting up here, and I'm going to write character up here. All right, let's do it again. Are we ready? Go. Every story has a setting and a character. Setting tells us, pretend like you're looking at a watch and go like this, say when and where. Ready? Setting tells us when and where. Boys and girls, I'm going to draw a sun up here for when. Now, is every story during the daytime?
No.
We're just doing that as a quick when. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to put a house for where, but is every story in a house?
No.
We're just using the symbols for when and where. Now let's go back and do it again. Ready, set, go. Every story has a setting and a character. Setting tells us when and where. Now it also, we talked about the characters, and here's my character. Ready everyone? The character drives the action of the story. What does the character do? Drives the action of the story. All right, so I'm going to put an arrow here. So when I have a character in a story, do they just start at the beginning and then you never see them, or are they all the way through the story?
They're all the way through the story.
That's right. So that's why we have a character drive the action. Let's do it all together. Ready, set, go. Every story has a setting and a character. Setting tells us when and where. Characters drive the action of the story. Now watch this. Everyone go like this. Say, characters drive the action in a beginning, middle, end. In a what?
Beginning, middle, end.
So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw this long box. And this box is for the
beginning.
This is the
middle.
This is the end. Let's go to the beginning. Everyone go like this. Say, in the beginning.
In the beginning.
Now, when you read a book, do you want the author to not even give the main character a name?
No.
Do you want to have no idea what the character looks like?
No.
Do you want to know how the character feels?
Yes.
Do you want to know the setting and where they're at?
Yes.
So, we're going to yell at the author right now, and we're going to say, you better make that setting and character come alive. Ready, everyone, go.
You better get that
Character come alive. Or are you going to keep reading or close the book?
Close the
That's
book.
right. It's the author's job to make them come alive. So let's do it again. Are we ready? Set, go. Every story has a setting and a character. Setting tells us when and where. Characters drive the action in a beginning, middle, end. Everyone go back to the beginning. In the beginning, the author better make the setting and character come alive or we will
Close the book.
All right, so I'm going to go into the beginning, and we're going to have our setting and our character. And look what I'm going to do. I'm going to put come alive marks. So now they see me. Now everyone go like this. Say, once they come alive.
Once they come alive.
Give me an X.
Give me an X.
Now we can have a problem. A what?
A problem.
Because everyone go like this. Say, the character seems alive, so I care about them.
The character seems alive, so I care about them.
So now I can have a problem.
So now I can have a problem.
If you don't think the character's real and they have a problem, do you care as a reader?
No.
But if they seem real, do you care now?
Yes.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so now they're going to have a problem. Ready, everybody? Let's say the whole thing. Ready, set, go. Every story has a setting and a character. Setting tells us when and where. Characters drive the action in beginning, middle, end. In the beginning, the author better make them come alive or we will close the book. Once they come alive, then there's a problem. Everyone go to the middle. Ready? In the middle. All right, I'm going to put my up and down line here. Now everyone go like this. Ready? Go. In the middle.
In the middle.
Are actions, actions, actions.
Are actions, action, actions.
Where the character's going to do, say, or think. Where the character's going to
Do, say, or think.
So I'm going to have my character in here going through many actions, And in these actions, they could either be doing something, saying something, or thinking something. So let's do it again. Ready? In the middle. Ready? In the middle are actions, 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 where the character's going to do, say, or think to solve their
Problem.
Now let's go to the end. Ready? In the end is the solution. Is the character successful or unsuccessful at solving their
Problem.
So let me put a check and put a happy or a sad face. Now everyone go like this. Say, who cares?
Who cares?
We do.
We do.
Why did the author write the story?
Why did the author write the story?
What was the moral of the story?
What was the moral of the story?
What is moral? Is moral like a blanket that keeps you warm, or is it a lesson that you learn? Tell the person next to you. Go.
Learn.
Oh my goodness, so next to moral I'll put lesson, okay? So I'm going to learn a lesson from that story. And when I learn a lesson, what do? I say, thanks, author. Ready?
Thanks, author.
So let's go back and see if you can say all the parts. Ready, set, go.
Every story has a setting and character.
Setting
Tells us when and where.
Characters
Drive the action
in the beginning,
middle, and
in the beginning. The author better make them come alive, and we will close the book. Once they come alive, then there's a problem. In the middle are actions, 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 where the character's going to do, say, or think to solve their problems. In the end is the solution to the problem. Was the character successful or unsuccessful at solving their problem? Now give me who cares. Ready, go.
Who cares?
We do. What was the moral of the story? What lesson did I learn from the author? I love it. Now, we know that's our chant. Now, what I'm going to do is this. What grade is down here? Second grade. What grade is up here?
Third.
I should have said high school and I would have believed it. Could you please scoot your chair, stand up, scoot your chair. Use this story to help us understand other stories. That's why you have a focus story. Okay? So what's a focus story? It's a special story to help me understand
Other stories.
All right. So before we get to the focus story, I went to the focus story and I pulled out high-level vocabulary words. Now, we're going to do an activity where we're going to learn those words, and it's called Word Masters to Movie Scripts. Everyone go, Word Masters.
Word masters.
And then you're going to pretend like you're a film, and you're going to go to movie scripts.
To movie scripts.
All right, let's go to the Word Masters first. Are you ready? I'm going to put some words up on the board. Let's see. First word that I got from this story is, oh, I love this word. Everyone tell me the word.
Precious.
Precious. You know what? I'm going to put a little box next to here. And precious. When something's precious, does it mean that you can throw it away, or is it valuable? Turn to the person next to you and tell them.
Valuable.
All right, valuable here. Wow. Let's give a motion for valuable. What would valuable be? Like this? Ooh, ready? Like, what's your name? Ben. I love that idea. He's like this. Valuable. Can we use your idea, Ben? Let's do it. Everyone say precious.
Precious.
Valuable. Say it again. Ready? Precious.
Valuable.
All right, let's do number 2. Everyone say, thanks, Ben.
Thanks,
I
Ben.
love it. Okay, that's a good one. This one's really a good word, too. Say the word.
Speckled.
You know what? Whenever I think of speckled, I always think of a frog. When they're speckled, does that mean that they're one colored or spotted? Tell the person next to you, what does speckled mean?
Spotted.
So should I draw like a frog with spots on it?
Yeah.
Or just dots? Should I just do that? Okay. Speckled. Spotted. And I love the motion. Can we use your idea? Okay, ready everyone? Say speckled.
Speckled.
Spotted. Let's all say thanks.
Thanks.
All right, I'm going to review. Number 1, what's it mean?
Valuable.
Number 2,
Speckled.
what's it mean?
Spotted.
All right, let's go to number 3. Here we go. What's the word?
Admire.
Admire. So when you admire someone, do you think that they're awful or do you really respect them?
Respect them.
How about if I do this, like I'm going to put somebody's eyeballs and smiling up at someone else, like, wow, I respect them. Everybody, admire. Ooh, like this, like you're,
Shaking your hand.
like, you want to do this like they're kind of higher up, like, respect. Ready? Everyone go. Admire. Respect someone. Oh my goodness, good idea. Okay, ready? I'm going to go quickly. I'll point to the word, you say it and what it means. Go.
Precious, valuable, speckled, spotted, admire,
Respect someone. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me do the last one. This is kind of a cute word, sort of an old-fashioned word. You don't hear it many times. Does anyone know what a lad is? Let's see. Turn to the person next to you. Tell them if you know. Okay, Emma, where are you? Emma, what's a lad?
A lad is like a person,
Now, is it a grown boy or is it a young boy?
a girl.
Let's see, a little laddie. What would you say a lad would be? If I called someone a little lad, would they be grown or big? So let's put like a little, and it doesn't have to, not like a baby, but just kind of like a boy. Young boy. Everyone say young boy.
Young boy.
Okay, so can I just do that? Put a little hair on him. Put young. All right, because we don't want bald boys there, huh? Okay, here we go. Ready? Everyone go. Lad.
Lad.
Young boy.
Young boy.
Okay, now I'm going to go in order, then I'm going out of order. Check and make sure. Your legs crossed, hands in your lap, looking straight up here. Here we go. In order, then out of order. You want me to go quickly?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you keep it into a classroom size voice though?
Yeah.
Okay, because there's a lot of you. Okay, ready, set, go. Number one.
Precious, valuable,
Number two.
speckled, spotted,
Number three.
admire, respectful, lad, young boy.
Young boy, I love it. Okay, now that was our word masters. What's next? Movie scripts. Just like a videotape, it's going to be a movie. You got it. No, you're right. Because you'd have movies on a videotape, wouldn't you? Yeah. Everyone go, movie script time.
Movie
Now,
script
let
time.
me show you what we do when we have our movie scripts. Everyone put your hands like this and say, from Hollywood.
From Hollywood.
It's movie script time.
It's movie script time.
Okay, so now I'm going to have my movie here. And I have my three boxes. This first box is the,
Beginning.
this middle one is,
Middle.
and this is the,
End.
okay, let me tell you what they do in Hollywood when they have a movie script. Are you ready? I want you, first of all, we're going to do two things. You're going to act like a movie script writer when I do this, and you're going to also pay attention because sometimes I may be putting some vocabulary in the movie. And if you notice that I say a vocabulary word, I want you to put a V up and then say what the word means. Wow, there's a lot of information here. I want to see if you can follow what I just said. First of all, everyone say beginning.
Beginning.
So at the beginning of the story, good writers look at their wrist and they go, when is the movie happening?
When is the movie happening?
One beautiful morning. Let's put our sun up in the air. Ready, go. On a beautiful morning. Now everyone go like this. Say, where's the movie happening?
Where is the movie happening?
Okay, near a pond. Okay, are we ready? Go. On a beautiful day, near a pond. Now everyone go like this. Say, who's in our story?
Who's in our story?
And I'm going to do something to the frog. Oh, why do you have your V's up? Speckled frog. What does speckled mean?
Spotted.
All right. Ready? Go. On a lovely day, near a pond, a speckled frog. Okay, everyone go like this. Say, action.
Action.
Everyone go like this. Say, what did the speckled frog do?
What does the speckled frog do?
Here's his tongue. this, say, popped out a sticky tongue.
Popped out a sticky tongue.
And caught a precious fly. And caught a, what does precious mean?
Valuable.
So, do you think a fly, valuable, I love it. Do you think a frog would think a fly is valuable?
Yes.
You bet. I think I'm getting hungry. Do you want to just say, caught a precious fly, or caught a precious juicy fly?
Juicy.
Am I making you hungry? Are you ready? Go. On a beautiful day, near a pond, a speckled frog popped out his sticky tongue and caught a precious fly. Ready? Everyone go like this. Say, what happened in the middle?
What happened in the middle?
After he caught the fly.
After he caught the fly.
Okay, now I'm going to put this little, and I'm going to have you go like this. Go, at that very moment.
At that very moment.
I want you to look and see someone else was there. Who said a young lad? What's a young lad? Ready? Everyone go. Say, at that very moment. A young lad.
A young lad.
Now everyone say action. What did the young lad do? All right. He peeked over a rock. So we're going to have look. To admire. What does admire mean? Now, this is what he admired. Do you think he just admired how the frog looked, his speckles, or how he was able to catch the fly? Ah, so he respected the quickness of the frog's. Ooh, you want to say that? Okay, let's go back. Ready, set, go. On a beautiful day, out near a pond, a speckled frog popped out his sticky tongue and caught a precious fly. At that very moment, a young boy peeked over a rock to admire the quickness of the frog's tongue. Okay, now, everyone go like this. Say, what happened at the end?
What happened at the end?
Oh my gosh. You're going to love this ending. You ready? I'm going to put the frog here. He's opening up his mouth to say something to the boy. Because what do characters do in stories? They do, say, or think. What do they do? Do, say, or think. What's he doing here? Saying. He's going to talk. So ready? Everyone go like this. Say, suddenly, the frog turned. So let's have like an arrow, like he turned towards the boy. The frog turned towards the boy, and he croaked. You want to hear what he said?
Yeah.
Ribbit. We have to start with a ribbit, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone go like this. Ribbit.
Ribbit.
And then he said, watch out, young lad. Now watch this. Or I will. He's going to do something with him with his tongue.
Lick you.
Or I will, let's just put a tongue here. Lick you with my tongue. Everyone go, ooh.
Ew.
Would you stay there or would you run away?
I
Oh, you would? Okay, here we go. Sun's in the air and go. On a beautiful day, down near the pond, with popped out his sticky tongue to catch a precious fly. Ready, everyone, go. At that very moment, ready, go. At that very moment, go like this, like you're pointing to a watch. At that very moment, would that be easier? Let's do that, ready? At that very moment, a young boy peeked over a rock to admire the quickness of the frog's tongue. Now everyone go like this, say, quickly.
Quickly.
The frog turned and croaked. Ribbit, watch out, young lad, or I will lick with my tongue. Okay, let's stand up. on. I'm not going to help you. Go. Lights, camera, action.
On a beautiful day, near the pond, a speckled frog popped out his tongue and precious frog.
Ready?
At that very moment, a young lad peeked over a rock
To it.
to admire the
Wickedness of the frog's tongue. Ready? Turn to the boy and croaked.
Ribbit! You
Watch out, young lad, or I will lick you with my sticky tongue. All right, are you ready? Turn around to the teachers and say, we're movie stars. Give us a round of applause. All right, could you please take a seat? Look how people are just sitting down. Let's stay over here. Second, third graders, you stay here too. So teachers, that would be a Monday, okay? Boys and girls, am I doing more than what you would usually get on one day? Everyone goes, wow. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Turn around and face me up here. Here we go. Ready? Now, I'm going to erase this because we're going to pretend like today is now Tuesday. So everybody go, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So now I'm ready to start reading my book. And when I start reading my book, the first thing we do is this. We look at the book, and before we get going, you always say this to me. You say, what's the big idea of your story?
What's the big idea of your story?
All right, I'm going to look at my big idea, and my big idea has a secret formula. It's, everyone say S.
S. C. P.
Plus
Plus.
M.
M.
Everyone look at me and say, what does that mean?
What does that mean?
What does the S mean? Setting tells us when and where. C is character, the one that's driving the action. The P is, everyone go, what?
What?
Look at say, what happened?
What happened?
Then say M is moral. What was the message of the story?
What was the message of the story?
Okay, are you ready? So when I look at a book, I always think about those things before I even start reading. Do you see how your eyes are looking straight up here? Okay, here we go. Ready? So nice of you guys, helping each other back there. I saw that. Good for you. All right, are we ready? We're going to look at our setting. Everybody go like this. Say setting.
Setting.
Say, when is the story happening?
When is the story happening?
And do you see how you're just staying in your spot? Yeah, just going to stay in our spot. There we go. Say it one more time. Ready? Everyone go. Say setting.
Setting.
When is the story happening?
When is the story happening?
Okay, it's going to happen one day. Now, everybody go like this. Say, where's it happening?
Where is it happening?
Boys and girls, it's going to happen in a nursing home. Now, a nursing home is where people who are really, really old will go to live. Is it so that they can be by themselves, or a place where people can help them because they need help? So, ready everybody? Let's read so far. Ready, go. One day, down at a nursing home. Now everyone go over here and say character.
Character.
Say, who's the main character?
Who's the main character?
Okay, this is so funny. I love this boy's name. He's a young boy. Or I could say he's a young
Lad.
show-offs. All right, let's do it again. Ready, everyone? Go. One day, down at a nursing home, a young lad. Now, I want you guys, the title of the book is the name of the boy. You are not going to believe this. Wilford Gordon McDonald Partridge. Is that a short name or a long name?
Long name.
I love it. You have one of your names that are in there. Oh my gosh. You ready, everyone? Say the whole thing. Go. Wilford Gordon McDonald Partridge. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do this. W-G-M-P. Because it's way too long for me to write home. All right. Let's go back again. Ready? Go. One day, down at a nursing home, William Gordon MacDonald Partridge, a young lad. Now everyone go like this. Say, plot.
Plot.
Say, what happened in the story?
What happened in the story?
Okay, before I even go any further, I want to tell you something. Look up at Wilford right now. Wilford is your age. And I'm going to tell you, I want all of you to point at me and go, we're the lucky ones. Go ahead and tell yourself that.
We're the lucky ones.
And say, you're too old, Mrs. Fetzer.
You're too old, Mrs. Fetzer.
Guess what happened? You get to read a story where the main character is your age, and you are so lucky. Because you know what? When a character is around your age, you get to almost pretend like you're that character. If you learn a lesson at the end of the story, can you learn a lesson and be like that character?
Yeah.
Everyone go like this, go, wow, I could learn a lesson and be just like that character.
Wow.
Everyone go like this, say, we're the lucky ones.
We're the lucky ones.
Right. Lucky. All right, let's go back. Oh, by the way, I'm going to tell you something about Wilford.
What?
He's probably the nicest kid I've ever read about. Stop, eyes up here. What's your name? Say it loudly. Noah just said that he thinks that Gordon probably helped some old people in the nursing home. Do you think he's right?
Yes.
Let's all go smarty. Ready? Smarty. Let's find out if you're right. Wilford Gordon MacDonald Partridge helped someone in the nursing home. Someone that he considered his best friend. Ooh, let's write that. His BFF. I love it. Everyone say, thanks, Noah.
Thanks,
Good
Noah.
job, Noah. Ready? Sun's up, go. One day, down at the nursing home, a young lad named Wilford Gordon MacDonald Partridge helped his best friend forever. Now, everybody go. Moral, what did you learn from the story? Everybody go like this. Say, friends help each other. Now, watch this. Friends can go through ups and downs, but they're always there to help each other. Who taught us that lesson? Oh my goodness. Okay, ready, set, go. One day, down at the nursing home, a young lad named Wilford Gordon MacDonald Partridge helped his best friend. In the story, Wilford taught us that friends go through ups and downs, but help and stick together. Help each other and stick together. Turn to the person next to you and tell them what the big idea of the story is. Ready, set, go. One day, down at the nursing home, Wilford Gordon MacDonald Partridge, a young lad, helped his. In the story, Wilford taught us that friends go through ups and downs, but stick together. Oh my goodness. Can we stop for a second? I'm going to show you something. All right. I'm doing something that I would usually do with older kids right now, so I'm going to show you something very quickly. Ready? Would you come and sit right next to me, please? Watch what I'm going to do. I'm crossing my hands. I'm crossing my legs, right? And see how you're staying in your same spot? Look how you're going to do that. Go back where your spot was. There you go. So now when I say turn to your buddy, don't turn to anybody right now, just the two of us are. Look what I do. I turn, I lean in, you lean in next to me, and we're going to talk. Then when I'm done, I stop and I turn back around. So when I say stop, do you keep talking or do you turn around?
You turn around.
Okay, we're going to practice, but I'm going to show you something. Go back here. Let's all say thanks to our friend.
Thanks to our
Thanks so much. Now watch, I'm going to have you two do something. You're not going to say who your partner is. I'm going to point to your partner. Now I'm going to show you what fifth graders do when I tell them they're partners. You two are partners. You turn to each other and you go like this. You two are, turn to your buddy. Make sure you're sitting next to your buddy. Turn to your buddy and tell them the big idea of the story. Ready, set, go. One day, down at the nursing home, a young boy named Wilford Gordon MacDonald Partridge. In the story, the young boy taught us that friends was so good. All right, ready? Now we're ready to read our book. And when I read it, if you see that when I'm reading, I'm going to have little Post-its on the pages. When I open up the book, and I open to this first page, I see a house, and I see a, well, you know what, and that's supposed to be just the character in the story. Now, what happened here on this page? Is it just introducing the setting and character, or are they coming alive?
Coming alive.
All right, watch this. This is what good readers do. Good readers always look at the picture first. So, when you look at a picture, this is what you do. Look at the face. Make the face. Do what the body's doing. Look around. Do you see where he is? Okay, first of all, what is the author trying to show you in this picture? Is he trying to show you? Tell me what kind of person he is, if he's like this. Ready? Turn around to the person next to you. Tell him. All right, turn back around to me. So he's happy, he's fun-loving, he has fun, right? Okay, now, we're going to make the character and author come alive. So I want you to go like this. I want you to put a house up and go like this. Then I want you to put a hand up like this. If you hear anything that makes the character or setting come alive, I want you to show the shape. Are you ready? There once was a small boy called Wilford Gordon McDonald Partridge. And what's more, he wasn't very old either. Now, I'm going to put a little dot here. So let's go back to where we had the beginning of our story. Let's do this. And they just told me that his name was what? Wilford Gordon McDonald Partridge. But he wasn't very old. Why would the author have a name that long and then suddenly say, oh, he wasn't very old? Why would he say that? Turn to your buddy and tell them why. Okay, stop, turn around. Emma, where are you? Yes, why would the author say?
He wasn't very, because it takes place at like I think a nursing home, so he's all like.
So think about those words though, just the words. Listen carefully. There once was a small boy called Wilford Gordon McDonald Partridge. Stop for one moment. Do we usually have young boys called that?
No.
And then the author said, and what's more, he wasn't very old either.
Because it's a really long name, and like little kids wouldn't have that long name.
Do you think she's right?
Yeah.
So what is the author doing? Do you see how you're scooting right over there so you can see? Scoot all the way in. There you go. What is the author doing? The author gave a long name, but told you that he's not very old. So what does that tell you? If he's a young boy, but he's not very old, what does that tell you? Why does he have a long name? Does he act like a little boy, or does he act more like older people? Oh my gosh. So the author gave him a long name because he acts older. Excuse me, like our third graders. Remember I thought that you were older? So are you kind of like Wilford?
Yeah.
Everyone go, oh, we're like that. So Wilford has a long name. The author's trying to make everyone go like this. Ooh, the character's coming alive. I know that the character's young, but he acts older. Okay, let's read the next part. His house was next door to an old people's home, and he knew all the people that lived there. What does that tell you about him?
Yeah. He's nice. He's really kind.
Does he always stay in his yard?
No.
What does he do?
He goes visit other people.
Wait a minute. So you're predicting that he goes over to the nursing home. All right. Everybody, say, prove it.
Prove it.
How do we know that he goes over to the nursing home? Let me read the line again. Are you ready? His house was next door to an old people's home, and he knew all the people who lived there. Tell your buddy, go. Okay, are we ready? Abby. How do we know that everyone says that he knows everybody at the nursing home? How does he know everybody at the nursing home? Does he just stay in his yard over here?
No. Because his best friend's over there.
His best friend is over there, and it says his house was next door to an old people's home, and he knew all the people there. Did they tell us that he went over there yet?
No.
But if he knew all the people, then how do you know that he went over there? How do you get to know people? Do you stay in your yard or do you go visit?
Go visit.
So let's see, he knew all the people. So if he knew all the people in the nursing home, he would have to go over and visit. Let's see if she's right. Everyone go, Let's see if she's right. All right, let's turn the page. Are people coming alive on this page? Everyone go like this? All right, let's find out. Let's see if he knew all the people there. Are you ready, guys? Go. He liked Mrs. Jordan, who played the organ. How did he know she played the organ? He went over there and listened to her. Okay, let's find out this. Oh, look at this man. Look at him. Ready? He listened to Mr. Hosking, who told him scary stories. Okay, so hold on a minute. So, Mrs. Jordan, what did she do? She played the piano. Okay, so let's go to the middle of the story. Let's put her there. Here she is. Mrs. Jordan played the piano. So here's the piano. And then Mr. Hoskins, what did he do? Scary stories. Can I put a face like this, like, oh no? Okay, let's read the next. Let's find out the next person. Ready? He played with Mr. Tippett, who was crazy about cricket. Cricket's kind of like a baseball game they play in England. So what should I draw a picture of here?
A baseball bat.
Do you want me to do that? Kind of like a person with cricket? Kind of like a bat? Okay. And a ball? Okay. All right, here. He ran errands for Mrs. Mitchell, who walked with a wooden stick. What's an errand? Is it something that you do where you eat or you go to help someone? So here's the lady, and he goes, can I do this like an arrow, like he goes off and gets her things?
Yeah.
He admired Mr. Drysdale, who had a voice like a giant. What's admired mean? I see a V up. Someone just put up a V. What does it mean, everybody? Admired. Everybody ready? Ooh. So could I do this? Here's the big voice. He admired Mr. Drysdale, who had a big voice. So is he doing many things when he goes over to the nursing home? All right, let's find out. Is there anybody else? One more. Oh my gosh, wait till you hear this page. Are you ready? Is the character coming alive?
Yeah.
Let's find out. But his favorite person who needs
Help.
Let's find out what happened. Ready, guys? But his favorite person of all was Miss Nancy Allison Delacourt Cooper. She has 4 names and he has
4 names.
Oh my gosh, so let me put her here. And what number should I put here? 4, like they both have 4 names. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's find out what happened. But his favorite person of all was Miss Nancy Allison Delacourt Cooper, because she had 4 names just as he did. He called her Miss Nancy and told her all his secrets. Should I put the word secrets here?
Yeah.
Because they both have 4 names and he tells secrets. Does he tell the other secrets? No. So they must be special friends. Let's turn the page. Ready? Everyone watch. Uh-oh, what's happening?
There's a problem.
Let's find out what happened. Oh no. This is really sad. One day, look at the picture. See Gordon? He's laying on the couch. Who do you think these people are? It's Mom and Dad. They're not old people, huh? One day, Gordon heard his mother and father talking about Miss Nancy. Poor old thing, his mother said. Why is she a poor old thing? Asked Wilford Gordon. Because she lost her memory. It isn't surprising, his mother said. After all, she is 96 years old. What's a memory? Asked Wilford Gordon. He was always asking questions. It's something you remember. So does she remember things? What would a friend do if you've lost your memory? Let's see if you're right. Ready? But Wilford Gordon wanted to know more about losing your memory, so he went to ask his other friends. Wilford called on Mrs. Jordan, who played the organ. What's a memory, he asked? Something warm, my child. Something warm. Do you have a warm memory? Something that made you warm inside and feel good? So, she says a memory is something. Let's go to the next one. Here's my next action. Everyone go action number 2. He called on Mr. Hosking, who told him scary stories. Okay, so who am I? Am I this one or the second one?
Second one.
Okay, let's find out what he said a memory is. Are we ready? What's a memory, he asked. Something from long ago, my lad. Something from long ago. Ah, lad. What's lad?
Young boy.
So can I put an arrow for long ago?
Yeah.
Do you have a memory that was from long ago when you were really young? Okay, here we go. Let's read the next one. Number 3 and 4. Okay, watch this. He called on Mr. Tippett, who was crazy about cricket. What's a memory, he asked. Something that makes you cry, my boy. Something that makes you cry. Do you have a memory of something that made you cry?
Yeah.
Me too. So what should I put a picture of?
Fries. Raindrops.
He called on Miss Mitchell, who always walked with a wooden stick. What's a memory, he asked. Something that makes you laugh, my darling. Something that makes you laugh. What should I put here? All right, ready? He called on Mr. Drysdale, who had a voice like a giant. What's a memory, he asked. Something as precious. What's it mean?
Valuable.
Something as precious as gold, young man. Something as precious as gold. What should I put here? Gold? I'll put some gold. There's some coins. Okay, now let's find out what he does. So Wilford Gordon went home to look for memories. To look for something that was
Warm.
Turn to your buddy. What in your house could you find that's warm? Go, tell us. Okay, turn around. He looked for memories. He looked for memories. So so Wilford Gordon went home again to look for memories for Miss Nancy because she lost her own. He looked for the shoebox of shells she had found long ago. Where do I put the shells? Here or the second one?
Second one.
Oh my goodness, let's put shells. And he put them gently in a basket for her. He found the puppet on strings, which always made everybody. Where do I put puppet?
Down. Yeah, puppet.
He remembered with sadness the medal which his grandfather had given him, and he placed it gently next to the shells. Where would the... I'll put medal. Okay, ready? Let's do the next one. Next he found his football, which was as precious as gold. Uh-oh.
The other one was sad. Gold medal was sad.
The gold medal was sad. Wait a minute, let's go back and reread that. Why was it sad? He remembered with sadness the medal which his grandfather had given him, and he placed it gently next to the shells. What do you think? Where is his grandfather?
In heaven.
In heaven. So when he saw the medal, it reminded his grandfather not here anymore. So where would I put that? Next to precious or sad? Okay, let's do that. Now, where am I going to put? Next he found his football, which was as precious as? So where will I put the football? Let's put that. I'll put a football here. Would one of the older people think football is precious, or does Gordon think it is? Yeah. Oh, listen to this. And last of all, on his way to Miss Nancy's, he went into the hen house and took out a fresh egg because it was really... Where am I going to put the egg?
Up on the top.
Let me put an egg up there. I'll kind of put a crack so we remember it's an egg. Okay, now, he's going to bring these to Miss Nancy. What is she going to do? Tell your buddy, what do you think? Okay, turn around, eyes up here. Are you right? Did he go to her? Okay, what's the first thing she has in her hand?
Egg.
Okay, let's see what she says. Ready, everyone? Take the egg out. How does it feel? So that's going to be a warm memory. Let's see what her memory is. Ready? Then Wilford called on Miss Nancy and gave her each thing one by one. What a dear, strange child to bring me all these wonderful things, thought Miss Nancy. Then she started to remember. Everyone go, yay! Okay, let's find out. When she held the egg, put the egg in your hand. When she held the egg, a warm egg, and told Wilford Gordon about the tiny speckled, spotted, blue eggs she had once found in a bird nest near her aunt's garden. Is that a warm memory? So next to the egg, what did she remember? She remembered what? A nest she found. And do you think she was little when she found this? When you feel like a little kid? A nest of speckled eggs. Ready? She put a shell to her ear. Do it, guys. Ready? She put a shell to her ear and remembered going to the beach by tram long ago and how hot she had felt in her buttoned-up boots. Do you see her on the beach?
Yeah.
Should I put like feet?
Yeah.
Let's put this like feet on the beach. Like, ooh, warm sand. What kind of memory was that? A memory from long ago. Let's find the next one. She touched the metal and this is a sad memory. She touched the metal. Ready, guys? Touch the metal. And talked sadly of her big brother she had loved and who had gone to war and never returned. Where should I put that? And that was her brother had died during war. Did that bring back that memory? Ready? She smiled at the puppet on strings and remembered, look at this, the one she had shown to her sister and how she laughed when her sister played with the puppet. Do you see that? So, what was that memory with the puppet when she was with her
Sister.
My goodness, do you think she's getting her memory back?
Yeah.
This Gordon is a smart kid. Let's go to the next one. Oh my gosh, watch what happened with the football. She bounced the football to Wilford Gordon and remembered the day she had met him and told him all her secrets. Next to the football, who goes here?
Gordon.
Wilford, Gordon, McDonald, Partridge. And the two of them smiled and smiled because Miss Nancy's memory had been found again by a small boy who wasn't very old either. Does he act older?
Yes.
So let's go over here. And at the end, did she get her memory back?
Yes.
And who helped her?
Gordon.
And what is he? That's her.
BFF.
Did we learn a lesson?
Yes.
Everybody, look at Wilford and say, thanks, Wilford.
Thanks, Wilford.
We learned that friends go through ups and downs, but stay together. So now, let's look at our story. Ready? At the beginning of the story, what happened? Wilford Gordon, he had many friends where? At the
Nursing home.
Ready? Everyone go like that. Say, a young lad named Wilford Gordon McDonald Partridge had many friends at a nursing home. He had a lady who played organ, a man who told scary stories, played cricket, a woman who he helped by going on errands, a man who had a big voice, but his favorite was Miss Nancy. And she had how many names? 4 names. Okay, boys and girls, I think we're going to stop at that, okay? We would have done beginning and what happened in the middle, but I think we're going to stop just because it's enough. Could you all turn around and wave to the teachers?